Hello and welcome back to another episode of Europa Universalis 4. I just realized there is a major side effect against what I just did right there. Which is, Naples has a negative 79 aggressive expansion penalty against me, which goes down by 3 a year, but that is still over 20 years of waiting. Now granted, the peace treaty with Aragon lasts 15 years, but I'm not 100% sure that I would be able to annex Naples by then, and besides, things can change in 15 to 20 years. But regardless, I will still accept the alliance that they offered me. And I'm immediately called into a war. Austria, your faithful ally, is requesting you counter the Austrian conquest of Istria against Venice, Corfu, the Papal State, and Savoy. This is a war they have started. Venice is allied with the Papal State and Savoy. I will accept, because that means I can go punch the Papal State, and I have too much fun punching the Papal State. The only thing is that I'm not 100% sure. Because I am a side person in this war, I'm not... Oh no! Siena created a military alliance against us. But because I'm a side person in this war, I'm not 100% sure if, I could do what I wanted to do. I could do what I would like to do with it, which is try and take territories from it, because... Oh, and Ferrara. I'm so worried. And Corsica. Oh no, I'm so worried. So if I go to war with Corsica, Tuscany, Siena, and Ferrara will all come to his aid, on top of anybody he's allied with. But, you know. See, they did that because of the aggressive expansion, because of all the territories I took. And I just realized I unpaused it without doing something rather vital, which is going over here and getting rid of the 116% aggressive expansion penalty I have. Messenia cannot... Of course, Messenia, well, it's the second most one that's causing problem, but still. Let's spend a bit of diplomatic power to reduce war exhaustion, so these are cheaper. Okay. By 77 it'll go down, and by 79 it'll be all better. That is still 3 years away. And especially since I'm at war with Venice, I can actually sail over to ungrump the Catalan patriots over here, which is Preneo and the Balears. That's actually less ideal than I thought it, than I hoped it would, but I should be able to boost my stability to not stop them at all. Because, you see, Venice has a sizable navy. This might be a problem. And again, I can just walk right through them. Granted, stopping them at the Balears would be kind of difficult, but that's beside the point. So I want you to sit on Rome, and I want the other 18,000 to keep going. Also, there is the Granada Nationalists, which are just at Granada, and the only reason because of that is because of their religion. Also, I can select a new mission. Achieve religious unity. Girona? Can I I can. I will start them, and I will take the mission of achieving religious unity. Because they'll be done in 15 years. And then by then, I can declare war on Aragon and take the Corona mission if it's still there. And they have just accepted military alliances left, right, and center. Portugal has, sadly for them, entered a military alliance with Aragon, meaning Portugal will get punched and I will take some territories from them. Which is great, because Aragon doesn't have very sizable allies otherwise. What kind of siege is going on? Like, those peasants are there, but they're Aragonese peasants, so they're not actually peasants that Aragon itself has to worry about. I was about to say, did you really land people on Malta? No, they didn't. They just have their boats out there because they don't have a better place for them right now. But the Catalan Patriots will pop up any moment, and I can only hope that they only pop up in Preneo, comparatively to them popping up in the Baleares, because the Baleares would be much more difficult to get to, especially if they pop up over 10,000 worth of men. Bronze cannons. The bronze cannon has made its entrance in the battlefield and is here to stay. Materials to feed the growing cannon-making industries have led to an explosion, you get it, in demand for copper over the last few years, and the prices have risen as a result, meaning if you had territories that produced copper, they're now getting you more money. But if you don't, then it doesn't really matter to you at all. Moment of really, no, they haven't increased yet? I could do some harsh treatment. I'm half tempted to do some harsh treatment. Because the last thing I want is them to pop up in the Baleares and then pop up in a number that I can't deal with. But I will sit, hope, and pray that they do not. Because if they do, it'll be a problem. Momente of truth. It's auto-saving. Should be auto-saving any moment. The number hasn't advanced, so we get another month. Every month that they don't happen is another month that I can just sit and wait a little bit. They can't actually get to Venezia because of the Venetian Navy just stopping them, because if the Venetian Navy is anywhere in the Gulf of Venice, they can't cross that waterway to get over to there. Meanwhile, my relation with them, Naples, is slowly going up, but it could go up so much more. Also, conquered rival province went up. Border friction and want provinces is also pretty bad. Really? You popped up in Aragon of all places? That is quite a sizable number of men, though. I'm going to kindly walk away from this battle, because I want my men home to deal with the Aragonese Patriots. Because the last thing I need to do is lose Aragon to the Aragonese Patriots. Meanwhile, all these territories are slowly converting, which is nice. There's also the issue of looking down here at this place. But the issue is they're also allied with the Mamluks, who are pretty sizable. I mean, look at how many territories are in here. Combining this much together is about the size of me, currently. I mean, again, granted, there is Tunis, but Tunis isn't exactly that sizable. I'd probably have to go help Tunis to fight off the Mamluk army as is. I mean, maybe if Naples get in here, because Naples might be able to bring its army over there, but for some reason I'm doubting this. Meanwhile, my army has apparently gotten caught up in fighting Savoy, who was apparently part of my enemy in this war that I went with Austria. France is in a war. Hello, what is France a war in for? Wars Burgundy, Brunswick, Lorraine, Aachen, and Savoy. They're fighting Burgundy. For what? Really, a French conquest of Charles. I don't know what territory that is. Probably down here. Charles. But yeah, Burgundy did get Calais from England, as I expected. England has... oh, Munster. England has a single territory place as a vassal. That's something I'd never want. A single territory place as a flippin' vassal. That mission area has taken longer than I thought it would. Which is mildly annoying, but you know. However, he is also nearly here at Navarra. So we should be able to get rid of the Aragonese pretty quickly. And as soon as some of those sieges start bearing fruit, you'll see a dramatic change. Yeah, I can't even sue for peace because cannot negotiate peace between two junior partners in war, and random stability drop because my leader died, and I literally got a literal piece of crap as my next leader. I got a 000 as my leader. Oh goody, I know that the Azores are a thing now as well. A royal marriage? Increase our relations? Granted, our royal marriage died, which is why. Do I have a royal marriage with you? Want a royal marriage with you? Great. What about you? I need to redo all my royal marriages. Because now I have to deal with the shittiest ruler in Shitterton. He is 52, and my heir is 51. Oh boy, they blew up in Granada. Let's go fix that. I think that also decreased... hello. Our recent strategy to carve out new province of whoever happens to be in the way seems surprisingly to have somewhat negative effect in our standing among fellow nations. Lose 25 prestige. Whatever, I have enough prestige to spare. That is not necessarily that good, but it is also not necessarily that bad either. And I apparently have too many diplomatic relations for some reason. Was that always there? If that was always there, I apologize. But I don't have the power to increase that again because overextension is too damn high. I mean, granted, it's increased by 58% because of the overextension to begin with. Oh, hello. Morocco and Tlemcen are fighting each other. Moroccan reconquest of Ceuta. Oh. I don't see why not. Granted, you are allied with the Mamluks and Mizab, but I don't think the Mamluks really care because they can't get all the way over here to Morocco very easily. And the rebels are put down, and you now have to wait until 1563 because you aren't as efficient because I lost a stability. Let's spend most of our power to unlock cannons. Come on, give me cannons. Artillery had been documented in Europe since the 13th century, but due to the lack of mobility and very limited battlefield use. Well, the limber in the 1470s allowed guns to become much more mobile and thus useful. Now we actually have the ability to create mortars, cannons. It's very important, actually. How is the war? The war is going forward. What is the war actually about? Of Istra. Istra is this territory. So they've already conquered it, so they can already demand what they wanted in the first place. Oh, that thing happened. The great Charles II de Burgwogwobble and his closest followers have tragically been killed. In an effort to win the current war, the king personally led his troops into battle, valiantly charging his enemies. His naked and disfigured body was later found in a ditch, his head having been cleft in two. The death of the last Burgwogwobble of the King of Burgundy has plunged the country into internal turmoil and left it vulnerable to intervention from powerful neighbors. That pretty much means that they're in a regency council and have no legal heir. Because they're in a Do they even have, like, is the regency council for somebody? No, because they have no legal heir. Yep, there it is. And Burgundy is seceded to Austria, as was expected, and Palermo is counter-sieged by Venice because fucking reasons. So that canceled the core construction of Palermo, which reset it, which means it's going to cause even more overextension problems. And I can't walk back. I would have to negotiate treaties to get through Milan, Ferrara, and Tuscany. And I don't even think, because no, they will actually accept. You know what? Let's temporarily accept this. Because I want to go punch that person in the face. Because that isn't helpful at all. In the slightest. Belliers have been declared part of our patrimony. Yay! Which means now I have less issue from them. Removed France, but added Venice. Granted, you do have Ancona, so... Oh, that was actually sieged by the Aragonese peasants. Ha! Well then. There is Savoy in the way, this is true. I may as well go attack Savoy in this war as well. How's the timer of the video? A couple more minutes. But yeah, as you can see, Austria got these territories from Burgundy, which means now Austria and France will be at each other's throats for the rest of the game. Oh well. Oh, and they announced Naples as their rival, which I believe increases Naples' liking of me. Enemy of my enemy. I believe they still had that, so. I hate you and everything you stand for, and I want you to die in a fire. Okay, let's ask for military rights. Ask for military rights. And then walk you through. Apparently I didn't need to ask for military rights from Tuscany for some reason. Where's my other group of men? My other group of men is all the way up there for some reason. Why don't you go siege the territory that's taken over by peasants? I can't get there because their ships are in the way. I'm not entirely sure what to say to that besides that is poop. That is plain, simple, unabated poop. Ooh, look at me, I have a large navy, so I can go siege things and stop you from getting to Sicily. Oh yeah, remember your entire mainland? Yeah, that's also gone, you dick. What no... Nobles demand rights. The nobility during this period still recall the days of when the king was just the first among many nobles. Nobility wanted to return to these days and frequently pressure the king to regain lost rights of privileges. Otherwise known as either lose money from every single one of your territories possible, or lose a stability. I'm going to go with lose a stability. It's not like I really had a choice, now is it? The game gave me a choice. It acted like it gave me a choice, but it really didn't. The last jousting tournament. Aw, that was the thing that made my armies happier, wasn't it? Hey. Get back here. Was I done with you? I don't think so, young man. Get back here so we can finish the job. I apologize for that snapping. Ended up starting to play with something in my hand like I am usually apt to do in a game that doesn't require both of my hands, whether I'm recording it or not. That's just something that I end up doing. But I think what I need to do is apparently have an advisor die. Discipline. Question. No, I don't have the national unrest. I don't have the theologian. What I'm going to do is call it a video here. This is still in the middle of a war. But, oh my god, even Brandenburg is... Basically, everybody. I don't even know what Saxe-Lauenburg is. The hell kind of flag is... That's like I took 4 different people's flags and just combined them all together in different corners to make my own flag. I'm so original. But we might be in the middle of a war, but it should end soonish. I don't know when that soonish is going to be, but the AI generally doesn't try and squeeze each other for territory. So they're probably only going to just take Istra, maybe like Friuli or Verona, but that will really be about it. So, when we come back, in the middle of a war against Venice with our ally Austria, which will probably be one of the last wars we go with them, because probably the rest of their wars are going to be against France. They're already rivals. So, yeah. But that's all for now. So until next time, see you later.